we'll move on to our next speaker, and I believe this is a milestone. She obtained her PhD from MRC Laboratory of Molecular Biology in Cambridge. She did her postdoc at Julian Lewis Lab at the Imperial Cancer Research Fund. Today we have her as a senior editor at Nature Publication Group. She has 14 years of experience in science publications. Her areas of responsibility as senior editor include genetics, genomics, NGS, gene therapy, biotechnology, and molecular evolution. She also has 6 years of research experience in academia. Experienced writer, speaker, and effective communicator, she is known to be a skilled negotiator, mentor, and innovator. Is known to have expert knowledge of cutting-edge biomedical science developments. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly welcome Professor Magdalena Skipper.
Thank you very much for this very generous introduction. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen. I do not have any slides for my presentation, so this is not a technical glitch, the fact that you can't see anything there. I just wanted to invite you to think a little bit about the subject of this conference and more specifically about genomic medicine. So I'm taking you a step up out of the very wonderful presentations which you had just before me. So you heard in the introduction that I spent quite some time working at Nature, so it's perhaps fitting, both because of that and because of the subject area of this conference, that I start by saying that it's been more than 10 years, in fact almost 15 years, since the draft of the human genome was published in Nature and in Science. And if you think about it, since then, the sequence of the human genome has transformed not only the way we do science, it has become dramatically much more collaborative than it had ever been, but importantly, it has transformed the way we think about disease, the way we approach its diagnosis, and the way we think about the treatment. In other words, the human genome sequence has really been transforming the way we do medicine. Precision medicine is a new term that has appeared in the public eye. Many prominent speakers refer to it. Others talk about personalized medicine. You heard my predecessor talk about it just a couple of seconds ago. But if you think about it, what is personalized medicine, what is precision medicine? Really at its heart lies genomics. So arguably one can say that most of precision medicine is really genomic medicine. So of course this is the topic of the conference for which we have come today, and we will be here for it tomorrow. It is the focus of the research of the Center of Excellence in Genomic Medicine Research, our host for the conference. And indeed, the reason why I'm standing here before you today is because I am here as a representative of Nature Partner Journals, a relatively new program from Nature Publishing Group, because we have recently launched NPJ Genomic Medicine, a new journal which is launched in partnership with CEGMR. The reason we have launched this journal is because we, both CEGMR and Nature Publishing Group, the Nature Partner Journals, strongly believe that genomics has a key role to play in medicine, in its advancement. Let me illustrate with a couple of examples from the direction of research that is pursued here at the Center of Excellence in Jeddah. I just wanted to pick on a couple of examples. The first one is, of course, one of the areas of focus of research here is the study of cancer genomics, most notably breast, colon, and blood cancers. I think few would argue that it is within oncology that genomics have really led the way. Genomics has helped us understand the etiology of cancer, has shown us how heterogeneous the disease is, and on the more translational end of things, it has helped us to understand metastatic disease, but then of course, most importantly perhaps, what can underpin development of resistance to treatment. In this case, cancer genomics is perhaps the sort of poster child of application of genomics in medicine. Perhaps one other example that goes hand in hand with it is, or another example of good application of genomics in medicine is, of course, early childhood disease diagnosis. The second example I wanted to pick out of many types of focus within the Centre of Excellence here is pharmacogenomics. So pharmacogenomics, if you think about it, is actually probably the earliest example of application of genomics in medicine, where our understanding of human genetic variation has allowed us to minimize drug toxicity, but at the same time maximize drug efficacy. The types of research that I've just talked about, of course, don't just take place at the Centre of Excellence here in Jeddah. They don't just take place in Saudi Arabia, but they go on all over the world. And there's a very good reason for this global, but at the same time regional focus of this research. Of course, we understand that there is variation in disease prevalence and disease severity in different parts of the world. And now we understand very well that much of it is down to local genetic variation. So it stands to reason that it is important to study local populations if we are to understand and effectively treat disease throughout the world. So the couple of topics that I mentioned already, along with other areas of focus such as neurodevelopmental disease, complex diseases such as, for example, diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular disease, the kinds of diseases that tend to affect increasing proportion of the world's population. All of these diseases with genetic basis are the focus of interest in MPJ Genomic Medicine, the new journal which we have launched together with the Centre of Excellence here. This common interest unites us, and both CEGMR and Nature Partner journals very clearly see the fundamental role that genomics has to play in the advancement of medicine, in our understanding of disease, how we're going to diagnose it, and how we're going to treat it. The journal itself will launch its first content in January, and I can assure you that we have some really rather wonderful content in store for you. While you have to wait, in the meantime, I very much hope that you will enjoy this conference. I know I will. So thank you very much for inviting me.